Good morning, Scorpio. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Scorpio, I'm going to go ahead and get your weekend readout right now to you. So, what is this? The 26th, maybe? So we'll just say the 26th to the 30th, somewhere in that ballpark. I'm not even sure what the date is. But I wanted to get it out to you, trying to find a better pace of living to get things done. So we'll see. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus crosswatcher. If that's you, welcome to the channel as well. Discern the messages accordingly. If you're here, thank you. And you know how this works. Personal reads are back open and available. Everybody has been emailed back. So if you've been waiting any length of time on an email from me, those have been returned and responded to. Further announcement this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Alex from Alex's Healing Tarot, which she did change the name, and I can't, every time I think of her channel name and I know it, I think of that. So she's healing, right? She's there to help. So Alex and I will be going live from her channel on Saturday again. So if you've not been, if you didn't get to be a part of the last one, please do join us this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And honestly, around the world, it should give everybody the opportunity to spend some time with us. If you hear distractions in the background, the kittens are up running and playing. The big kitty is becoming a little more acclimated to the living of little people, little kittens in this world. So he's been the only guy to run the roost outside of the dog. So we're figuring it out. Scorpio, let's just jump right to it. Thank you. I think that's all the announcements. It's been a minute, and we'll go from there. I'm going to try to get July readings out. Channel members video went out to you all yesterday as well, trying to get some dailies out. I did not do a new moon video, just didn't feel like it was necessary. I don't know, so we'll leave it at that. But new moon in Cancer was just yesterday. It's very important and a potent energy for the time being. So Spirit. Before I opened up the video here, Scorpio, I heard provisions and stipulations. That energy came through very 2, 3, 4 on the clock, very Scorpio-like. Like, Scorpio, you are probably the one over the next few days, next week or so, maybe even a couple of weeks to come, laying down the law, the stipulations, the provisions on how things are going to work moving forward in your life specifically. It's alchemy. Children could have a big impact on it too. So I don't know if, you could have children, you could be dealing with people with children, you could be teaching children, right? It could be lots of things. So this can also, Spirit is also saying for some of you, it's just your inner child screaming, this is the way that it is. Like, it's very Celine Dion, and that's the way it is, right? And you're not remorseful about it. You're not regretful. And, it's Rihanna's album, Unapologetic. Like, Scorpio, you are unapologetically you right now, and it's necessary for your own personal growth. So I do think you're making wiser decisions around that, but I also feel like you're going through a transformation, or have gone in the last Spirit is saying the last 2 weeks, where it could have been a little wild or a little precarious as to your typical behavior. Others may allege currently that you're acting out of character. It's funny, Scorpio, I think for those of you, or for those people around you that know you, they know Scorpio's ability to reinvent themselves, right? That's that transmutation that is you. You can switch up as you need to. You can morph into who you need to be when you need to be it, right? But then there are people who maybe in the past year, 2 years, Spirit is saying, even in the last 6 years, they still don't have a full grasp of who Scorpio is or who you are, right? That could say something to the effects of you're not the same, or you're not acting right, or you this, you that, whatever. And Scorpio, I don't think you bat an eye at my Spirit's presenting. Like, you're not batting an eye to any information that's coming in, or any statements. 4, 5, 6, you're leading the way, Scorpio. that reminds me, it gives me the Six of Wands. You don't bat an eye to maybe the attention or the, I'm actually going to call it a lack of awareness other people have. Like, they may think it's some awareness to you, but you're like, no, this is, I can be a saint on Sunday morning and a sinner on Saturday night kind of thing. Like, I can be all of these things. And I can wear many different hats and many different roles. And I think that's something that Scorpio, a lot of people don't fully understand about you, is how you can be whoever you need to be in the moment. And not, Spirit is pointing out, not in a manipulating sort of factor, but different situations require a different version of you, right? Like, some situations may require the nurturing King of Cups kind of Scorpio. The other one may take a King of Swords kind of approach where you need to be analytical on things. And we've talked about this before, Scorpio, that you are, I've always kind of seen you as anybody but the King of Pentacles. We are here to alchemize that into our lives. And I think you're doing better. I really do. Spirit says, but you are now at the Queen's level. So we'll take that. We'll take that. That's beautiful. More independent, less concentrated on the harrowing change of the Pentacles energy. You're getting something down pat. You're getting something, Spirit is saying that's more well suited for you too. So I don't know what, I feel like that's a swift change in energy that doesn't necessarily go with what I was saying. You hear the little jingle bells, the little jingle balls that they've got. One's got a piece of a bunny rabbit's leg that the dog chewed off, and the other one's got a ball. And the big cat is just laying there going, I've got to watch these kids all day. All right, Scorpio, let's get into the cards. That was all intuitive from Spirit, and thank you, Spirit, for that. What does Scorpio need to know this weekend, Spirit? There's something about hesitation, Scorpio, and there comes the Four of Pentacles and the King of Cups, or the King of Cups. Oh my God. You could be dealing with the King of Cups, I don't know, but the Emperor, another four. So 4-4 could be of importance. 5 of Pentacles. I do feel like you're waiting for somebody else to make a move, Scorps. The Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance, I am going to put those back. Something could be picking up some speed, which is kind of funny that I say that with the Temperance card, because I find that to be that balanced energy. But, hey. Oh my gosh. But something could be picking up speed, but I think it's something that's been stagnant or dormant for a while. So it's kind of like, you know, taking something off the shelf and finally putting it to work again or to use again. You know, I don't know, like, this is a terrible example. Maybe some of you are scrubbing carpets or something, but it's like, you know, you don't use your carpet scrubber every single day. So you pull your carpet scrubber out, you scrub your carpets, you put it to use again, and then you put it away again, you know, call it a toy, if you will. Are we done? Hold on. I'm just going to leave the video run because it's running here. Okay, come on. You come here. You give me this. You're making me crazy with this ball. All right. Here. Say hi to one of our furry little friends, Nala. And say hi to everybody. What do you see? Tell everybody hello, Scorpios. Tell them you are a Easter. Actually, they were born on Easter. So they are Aries. Aries, Taurus. No. Yes. Aries, Taurus, Cuspers. Yeah. So. Hi, everybody. Huh. Same Easter babies. All right. There you go. Go play. Anyhow. I don't know, Scorpio. You're pulling something off the shelf, though. And it's quite interesting. Somebody could compare you to something like that, which is odd. All right, let's see. Weekend energy for Scorpio, please, Spirit. 10 of Cups, 8 of Swords. I just heard fear of commitment from Spirit. Scorpio, I don't know that that's you. it's kind of strange. Like, it's almost, you know, when I talk about, or Spirit talks about, I should say, really, people saying, like, you're not who you typically are or something to that effect. It's like maybe you were kind of bound to something. That Eight of Swords, mentally bound, or thought you were stuck in a situation, that you were required to be a part of something. The Ten of Cups is a sense of freedom. It's a sense of emotional freedom, right? It's being able to love and be happy and really not have a care in the world, within reason, right? So it's like, there's something about, I don't feel like the Eight of Swords is you anymore, Scorpio. This could be, you've passed the buck. You've passed this point, and this could now be somebody else's energy, Scorpio. There's that Aries. Listen, you and Aries, I'm going to have to do a reading for Aries. I'm curious, but you and Aries could have a lot of things in common right now. Some of you could have Aries placements in your chart. I know for me specifically, I do have an Aries rising. But you could have Aries placements. Pay attention to your North and your South node as well. Also remember, even though that we are out of that time frame, but it just happened back in January, Aries Libra, North node, South node. You know, we were sitting in that for 18 months. We always do. What did you learn in regards to that Aries energy, right? And we also have had a lot of planets move into Aries. What alls were there right now, I'm not certain, but we had that big shift from Pisces to Aries, which made a big impact on new beginnings and us kind of like getting our feet wet and things again. So that energy didn't just die. It's still lingering in the background. So do know that, okay? But that Aries energy, that Emperor, right? Scorpio, you taking the reins, playing chestnut checkers, right? You stepping up to the plate on something without really making a move. Like, you're making some power moves, Scorpio, without even lifting a finger. It's kind of like mind over matter too, which I think is really cool, because when we talk about manifesting, we talk about healing our body, healing our minds. Like, that requires us to be in a really good state of mental prowess, that we do not become subjected to the naysay of others as well. So, you know, be aware of that as well. So let's see what else. Still not a card on the table here. 12 minutes and another card on the table. Spirit for Scorpio, please. There we go. There's one. The Star, Aquarius energy, the Nine of Swords. You could, and Two of Cups. Scorpio, your partnerships are, I'm hearing the term dainty. Don't know what that means, but we're going to clarify. Star, your happiness, your wish fulfillment, your healing, right? Nine of Swords. I don't know that some of you have a clear direction, but here's the crazy thing, Scorpio. Every card that I am seeing that kind of sticks its head out, or this one that finally fell out of the deck because I don't pick them, they pick us, is like, there's you in this singular energy of, I'm good. Then I see this energy of the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Cups, the King of Swords, the Four of Swords, Scorpio, and literally the Tower. So more Aries energy. It's not you. You're not in that mental space. It doesn't feel like to me. It doesn't feel like you. I'm also hearing the term, or the words, call it regrets if you want to. I don't have them. So it's like, even if you had to experience, Scorpio, that wasn't all that it was cracked up to be, call it that, you're like, there's no sweat. It's like, oh, that didn't work out. Who the fuck cares? I didn't get that job. Doesn't really matter. Like, you're in a very free space, and your focus, like your focal point, the way that Spirit is showing your energy is very like, I'm going my own way. I'm doing my own thing. And if things work out as they come to pass, like, great. And if they don't, right there. That's really how it feels. So, Scorpio, you could be very middle finger in the air, don't care kind of thing. Like, that's just where you are. Your energy is very... I could call it boxed in a way, but Scorpio, I don't think that it's a bad, like, it's very like, you're in your own lane, you're in your own box, you're in your own bubble, Ooh, spirit saying they thought that, others thought they had you pegged, like they thought they understood you. They don't understand you. There's something about being misunderstood, Scorpio. And I think that that's something that you've grown to become. Honesty. Scorpio. Oh, I love it. You are very comfortable being you. Honest to a fault. Even when it's hard to, for others maybe to be honest with themselves, you just don't care. And, oh wow, where was I going? Like, it was, the whole energy was just like, Scorpio, big boss energy of you're going to do you, and you're going to take care of you, and you're going to do what you need to do. And your brilliance, legitimately your brilliance over the weekend of this, here it is, I don't care, is not, it's like, it's like a person coming into your existence and they want something from you, and instead of just going, hey, can you help me out with this? They kind of beat around the bush, fill it out, like, very, like, and they've lingered for far too long, and you're like, what do you want from me? Scorpio, 75% of you are like, what the fuck? 7 on the clock. Just get down to it here. What is the thing that you need? Because you've been lingering for too long. Scorpio, there's no issue with you being bold and assertive and what do you want. The people that you're dealing with could very well not be so comfortable in their skin, 17 on the clock, that they can just be honest with what they need or want. There could be that fear, 9 of Swords, of rejection, paranoia, maybe even schizophrenia. And I'm no doctor, right? I don't have the right to diagnose, treat, blah, 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 blah. So consult your physicians. But it's just like, this person can't, it's like when we talk about schizophrenia, and I don't know a lot about it, right, in depth, but it's very much their own made-up reality. Scorpio, you could be dealing with people who are trying to make up their own reality, and we do make our own reality, right? But in the sense that there's nothing real about it. It's not bringing anything into form. It's almost delusional. People around you, oh, okay. It's funny, Spirit brought something in yesterday, and it was like, why are people in denial? You could have people coming to you and asking you to, like, assure them that big favor is looking for assistance of what is real or not in their reality. And then when you explain it to them, dishonesty implants, they refuse to take it for what it is. There could be a lot of scary things in the world right now, but it's like they refuse to see things for what they are. So there could be a little bit of confusion or contention to that, but there's a lot of paranoia. I think that somebody might be misinterpreting or understanding why things are happening as well. They're working from their perception, not yours, right? But at the same time, listen to wise counsel, listen to wise advice. So, or you could be, this person or these people, Scorpio, may need to listen to wise counsel or wise advice. Like, don't ask if you don't want to know, is what I just heard from Spirit. Don't ask if you don't want to know. All right, so the weekend, like, be open. Like, if you're asking questions and it's like, it kind of gives me narcissist vibes. Like, it would be like asking somebody, well, does so-and-so like me? Right? So 6th grade, but still. And you're like, well, he said, she said, then they said, like, they do, but they don't like the way you dress. I don't know, whatever. And you're like, yeah, well, to hell with them too, because did you see their shoes? It's like this big defensive energy that comes in, like, I need to defend myself. And yeah, well, I liked them until they said that, and that was just shitty. And there's just something about it, like somebody's flipping quickly in their emotions and they can't make up their mind. And that Nine of Swords, Scorpio, Sword of the Stars, like it's not you in that. It's not you in that energy at all. And Two of Swords. There's some, I just seen that Two of Swords sitting there. Queen of Cups, Scorpio, the Temperance. You are you're emotionally balanced. You're emotionally grounded. You're emotionally setting sail for higher ground. What else does Scorpio? Let's see. Friday. Whoa! What happened? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. By the weekend, I don't know that you've got a lot of perseverance to do. Much of anything. It's funny, like, when I say you don't have the perseverance to do something, it's not that you don't want to do anything. You're looking to make some new investments, is how I'm feeling about this, with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Like, you're looking forward to embarking on something newer and on your own that is going to, I said about you're transmuting, right? You're being Scorpio. There it is, Santa Morte. You're birthing something new. So by the weekend, you're just, I don't know, whatever you've been focused on or had been working on kind of seems to take a back seat. Like, you're like, okay, new things, here we go, right? Setting sail. Some of you could be traveling. So by Friday, you're kind of taking it easy, living the life of, I'm going to call it some sort of luxury here. I get rid of one ball and they find another one. And you're what is that song? And I'm feeling good. Who sang that song? And I'm feeling good. Scorpio, you're feeling good. You're feeling quite comfortable with whatever new beginning rolls in. The High Priestess on Saturday coming out sideways. Dual personalities is what I heard. The Fool also. And then the Three of Swords. That kind of goes back to that. Don't ask if you don't want to know. So be mindful of that. If, you know, this is also, it gives me a little bit of like the heebie-jeebies that somebody may think that they have one up on you on something, or they can go toe-to-toe with you in your intuition or your ability to know, or in your job or something. And this is just pure fucking, you too quick. Spirit's saying it's pure fucking stupidity on their part. Like, they can't hold a candle to you, Scorpio, the Chariot. Like, I'm not trying to make your ego go kaboom, right? And be huge and inflated, but they can't hold a candle to your intuition. The way that you read the room is not the same. The Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Swords. This is for discernment purposes, Scorpio. What is this about? Hold on. Wheel of Fortune. It's like a little bit of a power struggle here, which is a little odd. And the Strength card, Leo in the Tower. Strength, the Tower, and the Six of Swords. You know, some things just speak for themselves. Sometimes, Scorpio, you don't need to say anything at all. It just speaks for itself as to what is real and what is not. And this Two of Swords to me, which is interesting, it's kind of like Spirit is using the terms playing with scissors. Like, you know, you don't run with scissors, you shouldn't play with scissors, use them as you need them. But this is also about self-mastery. So it's giving me this inclination, Scorpio, that you're likely to have an interaction on Saturday, or, you know, timing is fluid, that requires you to kind of, I don't want to say stifle yourself per se, but it speaks for itself. Whatever happens in the moment speaks for itself. And I think we are in Mercury retrograde. I'm so far behind on everything. That, you know, it's communication, right? Mercury is communicate. I cannot communicate communication at the moment. There we go. Mercury is all about communication. When it goes retrograde, shit gets crossed, right? So, don't be reactive. Moral of the story is in 24/24. Don't be reactive to anybody else's bullshit. By Sunday, Scorpio, Eight of Pentacles, you are working on something new. There's some level of discernment that Saturday brings, things that maybe were not known. Is there something coming to light here? Okay, Five of Cups. Let me see something. Hold on. I'm gonna Three of Swords, the Chariot. Your patience and perception is about done. Scorpio, there's something rather important, I do feel like, happening right around Saturday. Spirit, switch decks. Hold on. Like, there's Page of Swords. There's communication. Something very heavy Saturday, Scorps, about communication. There's something, it's giving me like, oof, like this big heavy feel. I said about perspective, literally I gotta pick up the deck and that card stays on the table. It's gonna be a real big, somebody's gonna be very humbled or eating some crow. I don't know that they have said, these cats, I don't know if they have actually said anything to you. I just said they're gonna be, I just split the deck. I'm sorry, it sits there. Like, shit, I should have listened, right? It's that whole I should have, could have, what is. Scorpio, very interesting. What is this Two of Swords, Spirit? What is this Two of Swords for Saturday? Envy. See, someone's like trying to... Look, if you've given advice to somebody, plain and simple, here we go. If you've given advice to somebody in the past 3 weeks, specifically, if I could talk, and they downplayed what you said, or they've ignored your warnings to something, or they have just gone, hey, Scorpio, got this guy, and we're supposed to go on this date, and this and this happened. You're like, oh, girl, red flag, don't do that, right? Like, no. Oh shit, I should have listened. Comes in Saturday. Oh shit, I should have listened. Bad news, health, it's getting stress. This is like a third party with bullshit coming in. I don't know what that means for you. But this Two of Swords, High Priestess, like Scorpio, I think at the end of the day, you're gonna, a little bit of that power struggle, deceit, I'm telling you, it's like somebody is not being straight. They're saying something out of like trying to save their own hide or obligations or some shit like that. Scorpio. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you are a crosswatcher and you are remotely confused about your place in Scorpio's life to the point that you're making stories up in your head, and you're willing to go to any lengths to assure yourself that that's truly the way that it is, you are going to be sorely disappointed. And don't fuck. Right? Don't fuck with a Scorpio. You will have all of hell's wrath rain down on your head. Seriously. Like, don't get them there. It's don't poke the bear, right? Like, don't poke the bear. Don't go there. If you have any, if it's almost like throw caution to the wind and go, well, we'll see what they do. Don't go there with a Scorpio. Like, that is your biggest warning. Is Scorpio goes from the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse to, I'm just kind of taking my sweet old time. Scorpio is finding peace on Friday to have some bullshit happen on Saturday. And Scorpio is like, okay, bitches, back to the race on Sunday. So it's like when I'm watching this energy, it's kind of like Scorpio too. You're also not obligating yourself to certain things. You're just watching it play out. You're letting it roll. And anybody who really wants to go there, I hope they know what they're signing up for with you. Don't cross me, right? You're sitting in this energy of honesty, transparency, truthfulness. Look, Four of Wands, Five of Wands, like Scorpio will work to the death, right, of establishing what makes them feel good, and will, pour into it. So if it's like somebody or something, especially trying to mess with your foundational energies and your happiness. These people are crazy. They get King of Wands energy. Like, you will. Oliver, greed, lust, deceit, King of Wands and the Devil. What a mixture. Trying to one-up you. Scorpio stinger will come out. King of Cups, Ace of Wands. The version of Scorpio you get depends on you, crosswatchers. So don't be stupid, right? Don't do something stupid. Because don't. Eight of Swords, Ace of Wands. It reminds me very much of, like, not pointing the finger, but somebody getting in Scorpio's face and just leaning into belittling or something to that effect, and Scorpio turns around, right? You turn around, Scorpio, with your finger in their face and go, let me tell you something. So as Alex, I think she calls the wands the pokey things or something like that. Thinking of her in the moment. The pokey things, right? You're gonna poke back. Don't poke the bear. If you're gonna poke Scorpio, you better be prepared for the repercussions that are gonna come with that, and it's probably gonna lead you back to the Eight of Swords for the crosswatchers. So yeah, Scorpio, you're not one to be played with, and God bless the one who makes that very stupid choice. Card down, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. So Scorpio, you've got something else going on that is, get off of there right now. Oh my God, these cats. Three of Swords, the King of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Cups. If you're dealing with a masculine who is trying to get their way via emotional manipulation, you're about to light their ass up. You're about to light their ass up. And you can be male, female, them, it doesn't matter. But whatever side of that you're leaning into. But if you're leaning more into your nurturing side and the strength, Eight of Cups, the Magician, Seven of Wands, like boundaries, bitches. Hey! Oh my God, they're crazy. This King of Cups, you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Scorps, but I don't know that you are necessarily. The Leo here also. I don't think that Leo is the one, though. I really don't. King of Wands, so listen, it's a World card. King of Wands in the reverse, the Sun comes out after the World. Whatever is coming in, Scorpio, like, if someone has been stupid, it is done. It is done. It is done. It is done. Like, you are not, whatever's happening Saturday is like, I will not tolerate X, Y, and Z. I'm not dealing with this. This is not my circus, not my monkeys, not my problem. I will cut it out. I'm seeing through the deception of another person's eyes. There's something about their eyes specifically that screams problematic. Like, there's something about that sticks out that then starts to make more sense to you in the long run. Like, there's some cues that are coming up too. If you question anybody's motives, you now understand, you get it very clearly, what their motive was about, and you're like, nope, sorry, not here. Anything else for Scorpio? Literally, greed and run away. When you call them out on their shit, they're out the door, and you get to move into something that is much more fitting for you, Scorpio. Like, don't be, you know, they always say quitters never win and all that stuff. Like, yeah, we do. Like, I'm going to just go back to, like, something very simple as I quit smoking. I feel amazing compared to the way I did. I can breathe, right? There's a whole thing. Sometimes your best plan is to walk away from things, right? Like, you tried, you came, you did, you experienced, you conquered it in your own right. You learned what you needed to learn, and now you leave. And it's literally the word stupidity sticking out. You win, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, Scorpio, and you value your energy with the Eight of Pentacles far too much for stupid prizes, right? Like, you're not going to be in that sort of energy. So this weekend, like, I feel like there's a lot of debris, Spirit's using the term debris, that's been around you, that's getting cleaned up, and that's going to be the key point for you in this recollecting of parts, whatever that means. And you're ascending, Scorpio. Literally, you're ascending. You're leveling up, you're moving on, promoted, progress. Some of you could be getting promotions. Some of you could just, I really feel like there's an exit that comes. And because you're like, I value me, that brings in promotions of all sorts. This is money, this is love, this is family, this is happiness, this is peace, this is abundance, this is good food. Like, it's all the things. It's maybe a walk on the beach, a stroll around the block. It's a good cup of coffee. It's a good conversation. Like, your ascension in this is like bar none all the things. Like, the things that we don't even think of. We say, oh, we're ascending. Oh, spiritually I've evolved. Oh, I had this happen. I've had that happen. Like, Scorpio, I think that's been part of the problem, though, for some people around you, is that they see you elevating and they don't understand how you do what you do. And I think I said the other day, like, how do you know what you know? You just know. And people may not, they don't understand it, so it feels confusing to them, which could lead into some sort of envy and other confusion, because I feel like you're dealing with air signs or people with air sign placements that are prominent, but we just left Gemini season. We're dealing with Mercury retrograde stuff. It's just par for the course right now too. And it's like, are people around you, even you from time to time, able to temper that air energy of mental prowess and mental reserve, and yet mental confusion and mental self-sabotaging bullshit too? So there's a lot, but this Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, it's a reevaluation period. Scorpio, the Empress and the Three of Wands, the Empress and the Ace of Wands with the Three of Pentacles. Like, you will lead victory to where victory needs to be. It could be with a different group. Literally, look at this. 1 and 3, the Empress, 133 could be of importance, but what's behind that? The Death card, 13. Look at this. 133, 13. Look at those numbers. 3, your groups are transforming. You could be finding a new soul family as well. I don't want to say a new soul family, but like a new group of people going back to soul family. Scorpio, you maybe had to take a detour on something for a minute. So that Three of Pentacles is the ones that you've worked with before. Like, you've had to have an experience of working with others in different ways. So this could have been family, this could have been friends, this could have been work, this could have been all these different things. But there's something about the experience that you've had. The Six of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, Justice, bring it into balance, Seven of Swords. I'm going to take the Seven of Swords, Scorpio, as saving yourself. 4 ones in the middle of all this. 6, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 7. So I would say to that as well, like, you are saving oneself. It's like, okay, I came, I saw, I conquered. I'm not a big fan of the Seven of Swords typically. But what I think is funny is he's grabbed his 5 swords, right? He's leaving those 2 in the background. And look at what sits back here. 2 of Swords. That person is sitting with, which actually should be like this, I guess. That person is sitting with those 2 swords crossed. We've seen that 2 of Swords here with this Santa Morte deck, right? You've left somebody in this state of confusion, Scorpio. It's funny. It's like they tried to lead you there. 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 4 of Wands. They tried to put you in that position. High Priestess of the Chariot. They didn't know who the fuck you were. And age, Spirit 2 is saying to me to tell you, age doesn't matter. This person, Scorpio, you could be 20 years younger than this person. It doesn't matter. Age does not matter. You have evolved, learned, lived, and progressed. Unlike any other. So, to hell with that. Alright, I'm leaving it there. Phenomenal reading, Scorpio. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm sending you love. Personal reads are open. Emails have been answered. join Alex and I on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What else? Right here on YouTube. And personal reads are open, available. Thank you for the likes, shares, subscribes, comments, all the ways you support me here. P.S. I would love to come back to YouTube and this to be the full-time gig again. So, wink, wink. Send your friends. All right, guys. I'm sending you all so much love. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye.